Rose is reuniting with Tom Thibodeau once again, and he's on his way back to New York. Well, the deal is in progress, but Derrick Rose, he will be traded to the New York Knicks. The Pistons, they are sending D Rose in exchange for Dennis Smith Jr. and draft compensation. And Derrick Rose and the Pistons, they agreed a trade is best for both sides, as the Pistons, they are looking to play more young players as the season progresses. And that clears the way for Detroit and New York to work toward agreement. And actually, every team that Tom Thibodeau has coached, he has had Derrick Rose on. So you can see that they like to have that player-coach relationship there. And on the other side of things, Dennis Smith Jr. getting out of New York, he actually requested to go into the G League bubble so he could play more minutes, because New York, they aren't giving him minutes. And he wants to show NBA teams that he is still a good NBA player. He still has potential. He's still got the talent. So for him to get out of New York to Detroit, where they want to play young players, even though New York do, he has a chance here to showcase what he's got. And I think that Dennis Smith Jr. is a good player, a good young player. I've never understood why he wasn't getting minutes, but I think the Pistons, they've done extremely well here. They move on Derrick Rose, who's coming towards the end of his career, to pick up a young point guard in Dennis Smith Jr. Good for their rebuild. But Derrick Rose, he's back in New York. The Knicks, they look like a different team to when he was there last, sort of. They're actually sort of winning now. So could they potentially make a playoff run? Or can they even make the playoffs? It'll be interesting to see. Derrick Rose will definitely help them with that. But Dennis Smith Jr., he's on his way to Detroit for Derrick Rose.